Welcome back to Be.Live. Be yourself and live your purpose. We are now in episode 3 of our sleep series. And as you listen, I'll talk about something I know many of us feel, even if we don't say it out loud. We live in a world that is constantly awake, constantly alert, constantly noisy, and that world is quietly waging a war on our rest. Most of us don't lose sleep because of one big problem. We lose sleep because of thousands of tiny habits that slowly wear our bodies down until exhaustion feels normal. Tonight, let's name those enemies so we can take back our rhythm and our peace. Let's start with us, adults. Working professionals, parents, people holding households together, people carrying responsibilities from morning to night. Even if we eat healthy, exercise, drink water, our bodies cannot function without sleep, good sleep, deep sleep. Yet modern life keeps pulling us away from rest. In one major research, they reviewed 67 sleep studies. Screen use was linked to shorter sleep and later bedtimes in 90% of cases. This wasn't just teenagers. It included adults who use phones, tablets, or TVs at night. Another study showed that even moderate nighttime screen use makes it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. And let's be real, most of us end our day with a screen in our face. We say we're just checking something, but suddenly it's midnight and our brains are still awake. This is the war on rest. You know, phones are not evil. Screens are not evil. But I think the timing is. It steals our sleep. At night, our body is supposed to release melatonin, the hormone that signals rest and repair. But when we stare at our screens, we're blasting our eyes with artificial light that tells our brain, stay awake. It's daytime. This is why so many adults cannot sleep deeply even when they feel tired. We are living in a world that never turns off. Our bodies are paying the price. Another major enemy of no sleep or rest is stress. Another major enemy of rest is stress. Not a big dramatic stress, but the constant low-level mental load we carry. The stress of work deadlines, bills, messages, responsibilities, family needs, conversations we replay over and over. A 2021 review found digital overload and nighttime device use are linked to higher anxiety, emotional stress, and poorer quality of sleep. Our minds are overstimulated long after our bodies lie down. We're worried, we're stressed, we use our phones, we're tired, but internally wired. And those two things cannot coexist. Another thing, alcohol pretends to help, but actually it destroys sleep. Let's gently talk about this. Many adults use a glass of wine or drink at night to relax or fall asleep faster. But research shows alcohol reduces REM sleep, the deep emotional healing stage. You fall asleep quickly when you drink that glass of wine or beer, but you wake up tired, foggy, and emotionally raw. This is why even one or two drinks at night can affect your mood the next day. Yes, alcohol knocks you out, but it doesn't heal you. Remember autophagy from episode 1 and 2? The body's deep cleaning and repair cycle? Autophagy happens best when the stomach is empty, the body is resting, the mind is calm. But many adults eat late. 10 p.m. dinners, midnight snacks, chips, or eating right after coming home from work. Late at night forces the stomach to keep working when the body should be repairing. This is why eating before 6 p.m. helps. It gives the body time to digest so it can start repairing when we sleep. Parents listening, please hear me out. Kids, young people today absorb more news, more information, and more emotional noise before bedtime than any generation before them. A 2024 study found that increased online content exposure was linked with psychological distress in youth, not because the news not because the news was fake or real, but because it was emotionally overwhelming. But let me reassure you, tonight we are focusing on us, the adults. Because when the adults heal, the home heals. When the parents rest, the children feel safe. But then control your kids' nighttime use of their gadgets. Please. We cannot live our purpose exhausted. This is what I want us to feel tonight. When we are tired, we are not ourselves. We are reactive, we are emotional, we are impatient. When we don't have rest, we get easily overwhelmed. We are operating from survival mode. With all this, my past episodes from the start, without rest, you cannot win. So rest is not laziness, rest is not weakness, rest is not a luxury. Rest is our responsibility. It is our stewardship to take care of our bodies. Rest is saying, my body, my mind, my spirit matter. So how can we win the war on rest? Here are a few tips, 5 tips that we can do tonight. Number 1, set a digital sunset. No screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Eat earlier when possible. Give your body time to rest. Maybe if you sleep at 9 or 10 in the evening, stop eating at 7. No more chips. No more midnight snacks. Dim the lights at night. It will help your brain understand it's evening. And create a small bedtime ritual. A short prayer, stretching, write in your journal, read a book, or silence. Let yourself be human. The day can end. You can rest. Trust God that He will take care of you and sleep. So, I hope you learned so much. There's so many information. Please listen and do this. It will really help you 100%. Sleep is free. The next episode will talk about something interesting. how the world is making billions of dollars from people who cannot sleep. You can have the best mattress, the most expensive mattress, the best supplements, the best oils, gadget, tools, but without rhythm and discipline, none of it will save your sleep. Episode 4 is called When Comfort Becomes a Business. The Sleep Industry. If this episode helped you feel seen, follow me on Spotify, Instagram, and YouTube. Your support helps this podcast reach more people who need rest and healing. And if you know someone, a parent, a coworker, a friend who's running on empty every night, share this with them. We rest not just for ourselves, but for the people we love. I'm Roca Cruz. Be yourself and live your purpose. Good night.